that song.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1079. Hello, it's Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont. And the last place on earth today, it is Shelley Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the Engineer, plus the debut of a new segment called Holding Court with Lady KATY. And wow, what?
Mike's Daily Podcast.
The whole world changed like 2 hours after I did the last podcast, so we know
Mike's Daily Podcast.
what I'm talking about. I'm going down to Alphabet Street, gonna crown the first girl I meet. That's the Prince song I would have loved to hear all day long, but instead it was When Doves Cry in my ear till it bled. The guy who wrote songs more than just about anyone.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
He wrote more than just Purple Rain. Yes, that was a great album, but what about Kiss?
Mike's
Sign of the Times.
Daily
Take the Place of Your Man.
Podcast.
Diamond and Pearls.
Yeah.
Cream. All those. And all the media's memory is lame, basically. They just can't think of anything other than Purple Rain. Yes, Purple Rain's a great song. And I just about cried when I heard K-Fog playing it yesterday, and Matt Pinfield, who we were discussing on the last podcast, coming on going, yeah, we're feeling really bad about Prince today. And what's your, this isn't a forced voice at all. What's your opinion? That guy's going to be dead. Matt Pinfield in a couple of years. I don't think he leads the healthiest lifestyle, is all I'm saying. But why did Prince die so young? 57. It appears something happened with his health about a week ago. He was flying back from a concert or something, and he had to land, to make an emergency landing because he had the flu, as one representative said. So they're doing the autopsy today, and I'm sure within hours of me doing this podcast, we'll have more answers. But yeah, Prince did so many things. What did the media tell you about how Prince wrote Manic Monday? Because he was in love with Susanna Hoffs of the Bangles, and that's why they had that big hit song. That was their first really big hit song. Did the media tell you that Prince also wrote Look Who Just Walked In? No, he didn't do that song, but he wrote Nothing Compares to You, which was on one of his early albums that then Sinead O'Connor later did. Did the media tell you about the time that he helped discover the time in Morris Day? And that led to, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, that produced a huge amount of hits in the 80s and early 90s, including, New Edition, Janet Jackson, and there's another one. I'm Only Human for Human League. Yeah, there's all these connections to Prince. He discovered Tevin Campbell, who had a couple hits in the 90s. He had a great album called Graffiti Bridge. And the awesome station called Radio Paradise that's on the internet, they actually played a song off of that. I was so proud of them. Look who else just walked in. Mavis Staple did a song on that album. Oh my gosh, Prince. The amount of influence that guy had. There's the Sheila E. God, he helped discover Sheila E. Glamorous Life. And Love Bazaar. I'm barely scratching the surface. Yes, the surface is so barely scratched. Sign of the Times. Prince did that song. It was the first song to address AIDS. To really, I'm gonna come right out and say that. Elton John later would do the song, I think, what's it called? The Last Goodbye, I never meant to lose, I always thought I'd win. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley. Yeah, there were so many other, Prince did, there's a song that Prince did called Mountains. It was off of his Under a Cherry Moon. What about all the movies Prince did? other than Purple Rain. He did Under a Cherry Moon, the Graffiti Bridge, Mountains and the Sea. There's nothing greater, you and me. Money and what was the one that came out on the Diamonds and Pearls album? Money changes every. No, that was Cyndi Lauper. There was a Money song, and it's on the back of my brain somewhere. Prince. Okay. Hey guys, look who walked in. So many people walked in. Hey guys. Hey Shelly Shoehart. Hello, Matthews. Hey guys. How's everybody doing? I sound like I'm on a YouTube video. Yeah, that's how every YouTube video starts. Hey guys. Hey everybody. We're outside a cafe anyway, Shelly. How'd you feel about Prince? I really liked When Doves Cry. Oh my God, he did so many other songs. At least talk about Let's Go Crazy, or I Would Die For You, or with you, take me with you. Da 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 da. I forgot Sheila E. He did so many Sheila E. songs. You walked in, I walked out. I never seen a pretty girl look so good, baby. Body slamming down. You got that look. You got the look. You got the hook. Shimmy dooby ribby in my book. Oh. And then Sugar Walls was produced by Prince. Oh, he did so much stuff. The last big thing I saw him do, and I posted this on my Facebook page, he was on New Girl. He and Zooey Deschanel did a song together, which was kind of fun. And they totally poked fun at his persona and his mystique and all that. There were some weird things that went on with Prince. A lot of weird things. Very bizarre that one of his sons died or something, like right after childbirth, about a week later. It was that was all kind of covered up. I don't know what really went on with that. It was a personal matter. I don't really know the story behind his wife, or he was married at one point. I don't know. There was something went on with him and Boy George last year that Boy George claimed there was something that happened between the two of them romantically. So there's a whole mess of him and Carmen Electra, him and so many women. So many women. Well, I'm barely scratching the surface with that, so. Mike Matthews, that sounds weird. It does, Shelly Shoehart. And Floyd the Floorman and John Deere the engineer came in. But see, that's all part of the mystique of Prince. Like I'm gonna miss Prince! Yes, I really enjoyed his song When Doves Cry. There were so many other songs! As you say. Well, anyway. Cafe anyway. In other news, before we get to the debut of Holding Court with Lady KATY, which is actually a continuation of when we were at the dog park the other day, chit-chatting. Fun conversation. But, so Trump is beginning the pivot. He sees that he's in the final round here, and there's really nothing standing in his way to getting the Republican nomination. So, by the way, Obama paid tribute to Prince yesterday. When has there ever been an American president that said they liked someone like Prince? Reagan liked Bruce Springsteen, even though Bruce Springsteen was against everything Reagan stood for. But Obama and Michelle Obama, Barack, I think is his name, and his lovely wife Michelle were like, we're gonna miss Prince, he was awesome. All I'm saying is that the media, so much of the media is young, hungry, not married, living off of whatever French fries have fallen out of their Wendy's meals on their car floors. Millennials. And they don't know that much about Prince because they grew up hearing his music on 80s stations and whatnot, but they didn't really know, they didn't live in that era. So you hear a lot about Prince from people that don't know about Prince, is all I'm saying. And that also our president is cool because he liked Prince. He did. He liked Prince. Obama's a little bit older than me. Prince was 10 years older than me. I had no freaking idea. So when I was like 17, picking my nose, awkward with girls. Wait, that kind of sounds like what I am now. He was 27 and making some of the best music of his life. Well, he made great music into his 30s. And then he kind of disappeared for a while. He had so many problems with his record label. Part of the reason why he created the symbol that he went by the name of for a while. And he wrote Slave on his face and at one of the award shows. And he had a controversial, well, he had an album called Controversy. He had problems with his record label, and then he was not making albums for a while. Then he made a bunch. And I didn't really get into his later stuff, but I mean, he still made great music. Where were we? Oh, so yeah, Trump is doing the pivot, trying to become presidential. He had his handlers, his speakers, his whatever you have, spokespeople speaking for him with the top brass, the brash man talking with the brass people in Hollywood, Florida, because they would never step foot in Hollywood, California, because that's liberal land. Liberal world. Oh, and all the Jews. Oh, you don't want to be in Hollywood, California because of them. Even though all your religious stuff, all the rules laid down in the Bible were written by Jews. Do you remember that little part there? All you white racist KKK people that are voting for Trump. So back in Hollywood, Florida, where they're trying to pivot Trump to make him look like he's presidential and that he'll appeal to the masses. And don't worry, Republicans. He's not going to be he's going to tone it down. They actually told the Republicans in the room, the top Republican brass, that Trump, what he's been doing the past several months is an act. They actually said that, and that's what, remember, Trump was trying to cover that up in the paper that, was it the Washington Times, New York Times article? The Wall Street Journal article, some article he did where he was talking, and he said off record that it's just an act. All of his crazy, gotta build a wall, gotta send all the Muslims back to their lands, the Middle East. All that is an act. It's verified now. So, well, what a surprise. So that, just remember that. Remember that meeting as everything goes forward with campaigns and whatnot. That is what was laid down for the top people of the Republican Party. This in Time magazine and verified by several people that were in the room. So this is what we have in Trump. It's no surprise to many of you. To some of you it is. And they also said in the meeting that, he's going to attack Hillary and is going to make her really angry. So in some ways, Trump will remain the same, even though they're trying to pivot him. Okay, I'm done saying that word. Real quick, I wanted to zip through half brain sleep. They just recently discovered that when you sleep in a new place, half your brain never sleeps. Because it dates back to when we were living in the caves, in the forest, hunting our food, pulling it out, picking berries, picking gravies. I've been living in too many IHOPs, I guess. What? All right, this part is all jumbled, this part of the show, sorry. And then also, back to Trump, Latinos, apparently several studies have said that Latinos will come out to vote against Trump when it comes to November. So all the Latinos that the Republicans were trying to embrace after the Mitt Romney fiasco 4 years back, that didn't work, trying to court the Latinos. They said, you put Trump in there running for president, we're going to come out and vote against him. And then finally, the burrito cat. There's a cat named Burrito that was lost. But he was found again. Burrito was found again. And I've never seen this before. Usually when you have a missing pet they put up pictures saying this cat is missing. If you see him, please contact this number. The people that found the cat, the owners, posted a picture saying thank you for finding this cat, and posted it all around Podcaster Valley, saying Burrito has been found. So yay, Burrito's been found. Oh, and I forgot one last thing. The mixer that I went to in Podcaster Valley, which was actually held at the Rowell Rodeo grounds. I got to meet the rodeo queen for the Rowell Rodeo coming up in May. She's very nice, and I got a picture with her. Perhaps we'll have an interview with her, and I will post that picture of her. And then I also learned how to lasso, because it was at the rodeo grounds, and they had delicious chili there in leading up to their upcoming chili cook-off that they're going to have. And they also had those little wraps. It's delicious. Cookies. Nice people. I met some cool people that will possibly be on the podcast. So, all right. We've done all that. Thank you very much for listening to the show. Thank you, Shelley Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the engineer. Mike Matthews. I had nothing. You gave me no time to say anything on today's show, Mike Matthews. Sorry, Shelley. I wanted to say... Well, I really had nothing to say. See? How about you, Floyd, John Deere? No. All right, we're good. Then let's get to the KATY segment. But Mike'sDailyPodcast.com is the website if you want to find out everything that has to do with this show. And if you want to help out the show by clicking on that little Amazon link, there's a little link there. If you're going to buy anything on Amazon, click on that first, and that helps us out. There's also the PayPal if you'd like to donate and become an Inglorious Mike's Daily Podcaster and get a special greeting from all the Cafe Anyway characters. There's also all the podcast pictures now are in a special gallery. Yes, this is brand new to Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. It's the Mike's Daily Podcast picture gallery, and you can find that on the left-hand side of the page. Click through and see some of the past podcast pictures. The blog, everything else is there at Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. Okay, here we go.
Holding court with Lady KATY. Lady KATY. Lady KATY.
Right now. Go. Oh, and it's windy here at the park today. We should have brought kites. Dang. Now, how did the thing go with the guy that you met on the new website for dating?
Oh,
is that called J-Date?
No, it's farmers.com. It's the
Farmer's Daughter?
Farmers only. It's, I wanted a guy who knew how to work, so I went, I'm just kidding.
Wait, is it only farmers?
There is one that's only for farmers. That's a real thing. I'm not on it. I couldn't pass for a farmer's daughter. I don't know enough about tractors.
Yeah, they're kind of complicated with the big tires and everything.
Yeah.
But it was
honestly, I understand everything about a tractor except the tires.
Yeah.
How do those work?
Yeah. Oh, wow, they're having fun. Right?
They are.
Basil just barked. He's having a blast with this brindle of whatever.
Having a blast with the brindle.
Brindle, by the way, for those of you who don't know, who've listened to all my podcasts and have no idea, because I still have never said what it is. It's like that brown, but with the black. It's a marbling stripes.
Tiger stripe.
It's very ambiguous.
It's very beautiful. Everyone always comes, I love the brindle coloring.
Basil's having a blast.
Molly doesn't get any love because she's not brindle. People are like, I like your plain beige dog.
Don't listen to her, Mally. She just shook her head like, she's spreading lies. What are you going to do now in your new place, now that we've dodged the dating app question?
I'll talk about the dating app. Let me tell you, though. I've loved it. It's called Coffee Meets Bagel.
Ah, that's right.
It's so fun. Love it. I recommend it to everybody. Nobody takes me up on it. Nobody listens to me. Nobody tries it. But it's great.
You should get stock in the company.
I own the company. That's why I recommend it to everybody.
Oh, so you've just been playing me the whole show just to promote.
This has been the whole... I'm turning the tables on you. No, it's a cool app, and I've met a lot of nice guys on there. And I've had some bad dates, too. But I haven't been on a ton of dates, under 10. But all of them have been really nice.
Because one guy was like from another country, or he went to other countries and stuff, and he was going to fly you to other countries like China and whatnot. It's like,
Very interesting way your mind has remembered that.
Fly to, yeah.
So there was one guy who was Chinese.
I would totally take him up on that. I'd be like, sure, I'll fly to China and
First of all,
end up in some weird dungeon.
I want to make one thing very clear. I don't date foreigners.
Oh my god. Well, no, that's interesting because the only girl I ever dated off of it wasn't J-Date. It was Stupid Cupid, whatever that is.
Right.
She's like, you're the first American I actually dated. I'm like, but you're American. She's like, yeah, but I only go for foreigners. I'm like, oh, wow, that must be my totally foreignness about me with my strange mustache. I don't have a mustache.
It's the way you say mustache. That's why. She's like, oh, he's got an accent, so he must be foreign. No, he was Chinese, but he was American. But he flew me to Colorado. So
I was kind of right.
I mean, loosely right.
How was Colorado?
Colorado was good. It was a negative experience overall.
Negative?
You know, in the off chance this guy listens to your podcast, I can't slander.
That is such an off chance, but yeah. So we'll move along then. Colorado, wonderful country. Did I say
Great
country?
Foreign country.
I went to Colorado Springs, and I posted many podcast pictures from Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, Colorado's great. I love Colorado. The negativity of the trip had nothing to do with
I like negativity.
negativity.
Let's throw in some D's.
Negativity.
So, as you know, we butcher the English language on the Mike's Daily podcast,
Yes.
but that's okay.
Yes.
And then, so you're going to be in San Leandro. What happens to Mally?
Oh my gosh, it's Hayward, Mike.
And I just won't listen, will I? I want to.
China, Colorado, San Leandro, Hayward. Are locations real to you? Some kind of spatial recognition problem is everywhere. Are you like this just new age kind of thinker where we're everywhere is everywhere else? We're everywhere all at once.
I think you've thoroughly gotten my number there. You figured me out. I can't figure out where I am. I've got spatial displacement. That's what I have. Basil and Mally and this brindle mutt of some kind is having a great time.
Super cute dog. It's the brindle. Any other color, I'd hate it.
Hey, my roommate is Chinese. He goes to a church that also Robert W. Owen Welsh goes to. And I was shocked that he went to that church. What the heck does everybody go to that church? It seems.
What church?
A particular one.
Oh, the one that I know about. Well, you know, a lot of people go there. It's a big church. It's a great church. I'm not in. I don't want to go to church right now for many reasons.
I feel you.
But it's not really necessarily about the church itself. It's really a great place, and they do a lot of great things. It's not something I want to do.
I got no time on Sundays.
Well, you do work 24/7.
And Robert and Christy tried to fix me up with one of their friends.
Who? Say the name. Say the full name and address.
None of them listen to this, so her name is Gina.
I don't know Gina.
Okay, good. I don't know.
Gina's my sister and best friend. How dare you?
But they were like, hey, if you come to church, we'll set you up on a date with her or whatever. And I'm like, no, you can't. Even that carrot doesn't work when I'm so sleep deprived. But yeah, no, she's okay. I don't know. I think she wants a guy that's definitely a foreigner and likes to drink a lot.
So from Colorado
Yeah, someone from Colorado.
Yeah. Well, don't we all? That's the dream.
It is. Coloradans are hot.
It's true.
So where do we go from here on this little podcast jaunt that we've taken today?
Well,
Because you really like podcasts now. Are you back into liking podcasts?
I'm back into liking podcasts, but I have pretty much solely been listening to one podcast, and it's called We Have Concerns. Have you heard of it?
That sounds familiar.
It's two guys who talk about these. They usually talk about scientific articles about some scientific discovery or something interesting having to do with the technical world, innovations, and they discuss it. And so they're really smart, but they also use it as just a platform for all this improv comedy. Like they just break into these little scenes, and they're hilarious. These guys are so funny.
Because you were an anti-podcast for a while.
For a while, I just got burned out.
It's because you listened to this one, right?
I listened to all 1,000 episodes.
That would do it, I think.
Have you had Haley on your show recently?
Yeah, Haley's on just about every day.
I haven't listened to your podcast in a while. I need to start up again, though, because I do really think it's funny, and I like listening to it. And I liked how I re-listened to the last podcast where I was on of yours, and Haley was on it. And you're like, yeah, we're going to talk to Katie at the dog park. And he's like, who's Katie?
You got jealous, huh?
You did sound jealous. And now I'm like, well, who's Haley? Like, well, who is this guy?
We should have a meeting at my house, maybe on my anniversary for the 7th.
That'd be fun.
The 5-year episode, 5-year anniversary, whatever the hell it is.
Whatever it is. The podcast worlds combine. That'd be fun. I would love to meet Haley. He's funny. He makes me laugh.
Very good.
Very good. Yes, thank you. Wonderful. I feel like you're trying to wrap up. We can wrap up.
No, I have to find out. Did you do something different to your hair?
I just saw a couple of girls that I usually see here on the weekends. Let me just say, when I come here on the weekend mornings, I'm fresh out of bed, usually looking horrid. And today...
I can't believe that for a second.
Oh, that's so nice. But really... And today I'm coming here just from after work, so I'm put together like a human,
Yeah.
And they were like, "You dyed your hair?" I was like, "Nope, it's just washed. It's clean."
That's your natural color, sort of.
You're like, "I know it's not real."
What woman today has it real?
Well, exactly. I mean, it's similar to my real color. It is a little bit more of a lighter, maybe reddish brown.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, I like it too. And actually, I'll also say, I used to go to a salon in Emeryville. I really liked it. Mm-hmm. They would dye and cut my hair, and at the end of the day, it costs, like, with tip, almost $300.
Shut the out the back front. Something like that.
Every direction, get out. I know. It was horrible, but it was, to me, I thought, I don't know what else to do. And then I just asked my best friend, Annie, to cut my hair, because she does it, kind of. Like, she knows how to cut, not layers or anything, but just kind of straight across. Uh-huh. So I started having her cut my hair, and I started buying box dye and doing it myself. And I actually get more compliments now than I used to, and it costs me, she cuts my hair for free, and the box dye costs like $7.
Damn, Katie, you got it down.
Just a modern woman trying to make it. What do you do with your hair, Mike?
What did God do with my hair?
It's so long and thick. What are your secrets?
People know that I'm bald. You don't have to lie. I know it's audio and you can't see what I look like, but that's all right. I kind of do my own thing where I shave it.
Do you actually shave it?
Yes.
Is that a pain? Is it a pain to shave your head?
I'm so used to it now.
Some night in the shower, just like blind, or do you do it in the mirror?
I do it in the shower. I used to do it in the mirror, but it got so messy because you get shaving cream all over your head.
Yeah.
And you're like, doo, and then like shaving cream's falling on the floor.
Right.
And I said, screw it, I'll just do it in the shower. I kind of know